Alright, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Clannad, episode 17. We had that sort of Sunohara arc, but it might not be done, but it might be. But wait, what's going on? This is moving so fast, and yeah, we're in one of my personal favorite parts of Clannad. So
I'm glad. Yeah, the shenanigans going on with the main crew right now is a really good time. Also, it not feeling like it's a definitive root arc also is kind of fun because I feel like there's a lot of opportunities for the other characters to kind of bleed through and not just suddenly
just keep things moving and
exist and
right
stuff. But hey, I mean, with what Sunohara has done with the game, the basketball game,
yes,
could be seeing some interesting responses based on that.
Potentially.
Yeah,
a lot of the characters are starting to realize, wait, do I have feelings for this person that is definitely not Sunohara?
Yeah. Good point. So, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this. Does he have the time?
Who knows?
Awesome. Oh. Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
なんでこううちの生徒会はお役所仕事で頭が固いのよ。渚ちゃん。渚。
Shit. Shit.
岡崎、朝だ。遅刻するぞ。
Who's waking you up? Whoa.
おはよう、岡崎。
Hey. Hi.
何やってるんだよ。起こしに来てやったんだ。お前が遅刻しないように。だ
から
なんでわざわざ。ここは私の通学路の途中なんだ。友人が遅刻の常習犯というのは見過ごして。
Okay.
驚かせたか？
当たり前だ。Yeah.
勝手に人ん家に入ってくるな。勝手じゃないぞ。ちゃんとお前のお父さんに許可をもらった。
ああ。
なんで俺だけ他にも遅刻の常習犯は誰のことだ
Who could it be?
に頼まれて来てやったんだ。
女の子に起こされる
Yes.
Indeed.
意外に片付いてるな。なんだこれは。やめろよ。勝手に見るなよ。まあ、お前も一応男だしな。うるさいよ。恥ずかしがることはないぞ。
Unsurprisingly, Tomoyo is not the type to care.
間に合ってよかった。それじゃ。
Do you ever wear a watch and have it facing towards you like that? I don't know who does that.
I don't know.
It's always in shows and movies and stuff people do that, but I'm like...
I think in some ways it can be a little bit more convenient because your arm moves like that a bit more, but...
Sure. Wow. Yeah. Wait. Who wins the most here?
Right, right, exactly.
Hold on a second. Ah, there we go. Yeah.
Talk of the future. Yeah. Did he even hear?
ぼやぼやしてたらあの友よとかいう子に取られちゃうわよ。それでもいいの？
Wow, no response.
Yep. You can lead a horse to water.
今日もお見舞いに行くんだろ。僕も連れてってよ。毎日顔を出してたら帰って気を使わせるだろう。今日は遠慮するつもりだ。
Sunohara's like, wow,
That's
really?
some bullshit.
Yeah.
俺は彼女なんか作らないって。
どうしてだ？
どうして何が？
何か思うところでもあるのか？
俺の親父見ただろ。うちは家庭環境もめちゃくちゃだし、俺は不良のろくでなしだ。彼女なんか作れる人間じゃないんだよ。
Oh boy.
Yeah.
優しそうなお父さんだと思ったが、せっかく会ったんだ。一緒に帰ろ
う。なんでそうなるんだよ。いいな。
Bro.
一緒に帰ろうぜ。
お前を誘った覚えはないぞ。
岡崎を誘ったということは
僕も誘ったのも当然。
Oh, is he gonna weaponize Tomoyo?
なんでこんなところに。やばい。
分かったとも。この場所では私はこういう存在だ。
柄の悪い連中を懲らしめてたって本当だったのか。
昔の話だ。
やべ、坂上だ。何されるかわかんねえぞ。
So many.
Yep.
こういうことか。
Yep.
この
It's
辺のやつ
exactly like that.
僕に因縁つけてくるんだ。いやー、実に気持ちいいね。
篠原、用事があるなら早く済ませてくれ。もう帰りたい。そうか。この喫茶店に来て
Yes,
たのか。
clearly.
しかも篠原の。
Yeah, he's treating us. Yep,
Right.
I knew he was gonna say
Uh-huh.
that. Yep.
今日から私のことも友達だと言っていいぞ。
ありがとうございます。
Go say hi. Come on, man.
Dude.
Bruh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bruh.
まだ寝ぼけてるな。面白い顔してるぞ。ほら、こうすればもっと面白い。
何するんだよ。
目を覚ましてやったんだ。感謝しろ。
お前これから毎日来る気か。
そうだ、嬉しいだろ。
Whoa.
正
Yeah.
直迷惑なんだけど。
遠慮するなよ。友達だろ。
I love that the room is slowly getting dirtier.
Yeah, exactly.
よく見りゃいい体してるじゃねえか、姉ちゃん。
Babe, wow.
永遠に主役になれないタイプだ。
Unfortunately,
私の体に
yes.
興味があるのか？頭を下げれば触らせてやらないか。どうするんだ？
情けなさすぎる。
何これ。
Touch it.
こんな
Yeah.
体の一部だ。だろ？
本気で怒らせやがったな。
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You know how this song and dance
何か聞こえな
goes.
かったか？
Yeah.
最高って。
Yeah, yeah.
変態か、こいつは。
Hey, he got to be touched by another part of your body.
Yep,
so.
exactly. And he might be in defeat. You don't know.
あ、こらボタン、お行儀悪い。
Oh, no. Oh, no.
すみません。ちゃんと味見すればよかったです。
Why don't more anime characters taste food?
I live.
He finally wakes back
You're
up.
back with us.
校門の外まで連れてっ
The
たら
pig has returned to the land of the living. Yes, nice, convenient excuse.
Yep.
I know. It's just,
Yep.
God.
Oh, hey, a room with no one in it.
A room without a specific person in it.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
その上にもう一枚10円玉を立てるんです。
絶対不可能だろそれ。あれ？
No way.
続いてリタフに高速イータと3回唱えてください。
これ何のおまじないなんだ？
女の子と体育倉庫に2人で閉じ込められるおまじないです。誰かを思い浮かべてください。
渚は休んでるし、まあ今日なら大丈夫か。
Oh.
なあ、都合のいいおまじないあるかよ。
おまじないを解く方法もありますよ。上半身裸になってカッパーッと3回唱えるんです。
Who wins in this case? Yeah, 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 yeah.
Mhm.
問題をおっしゃっていただければアドバイスできるかもしれません。
Ooh.
Vulnerability.
何から話したものか。
Come, give your plights to the witch of the library.
Right.
そうだよ。選挙に友也が当選してくれれば問題解決じゃない。
No, that's
早く
no.
戻ってこい。
I mean,
いい
maybe.
ニュースが待ってるぞ。
That's just one person, though.
Yeah. Well, but if she becomes the president.
そのボール取って。
Oh, well, I wonder if this is happening. Oh my god.
誰かしら開けっぱなしで。
ん？
あ、俺
どうした？
開かないのよ。誰か外から鍵閉めちゃったみたい。
God.
あんたの仕業？
No.
つもり？
No.
In the music channel.
No.
基本的じゃないのよ。
何言い出すんだよ。おい。
ダメよ。私はなんていうか、あんたと付き合ってるわけじゃないんだし、それに亮がいるし。
待て待て待て。
Ah.
そりゃ男の子なんだし、そういうのに興味があるのもわかるけど、でもこういうのってお互いの気持ちが大事だし。
Or something like that.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah, it all comes to the surface.
俺が謝ったのはおまじないのせいでこうなっちまったからだ。
Charm?
だから
Huh? Yeah.
外に二人で閉じ込められるっておまじない。なんだそのかわいそうなものを見る。
どこの世界にそんなピンポイントなおまじないがあるの？
俺だって信じてなかったよ。
それでなんでその相手が私なの？
それはいつものことを考えてた。
Oh, wait,
Wait, hold on.
wait.
それじゃ何？私となら閉じ込められてるって思ったの。
まずい。
Wait, wait,
Wait, hold on.
Hold on.
What's going on?
分かってるはずでしょ。
Yeah, oh shit.
あんたと亮を
Uh-huh.
一緒にご飯食べさせてるか。
Uh-huh.
おぼろげに。
Oh my god, what is this music? It's still going.
お前を選んだ意味はねえじゃねえか。
ともや、亮のこと迷惑。
あ、いや迷惑とまでは。
じゃあ、もしそれが。
そうだ。もう何も考えるな。俺に任せろ。
ともや、
本気だ。もう悩む必要はない。
でも亮が、それに私そういうの初めてだし。
俺も初めてだけど任せておけ。
Oh my god, this is
真剣
amazing.
な目で見られたら私。
呪いなんてヘノヘノカッパ。呪いなんてヘノヘノカッパ。
Wow.
Just like that.
Just like that.
ここ？先生が呼んでるよ。って何やってんの？何も。
God, that is amazing.
Wasn't that incredible?
一時はどうなることかと思っちゃう。ごめんね。私ちょっとどうかしてた。
I have no idea what I was thinking. That biting the
no.
lip, like.
そもそも俺のせいだし。お前ら。
Oh, oh shit.
お前がまた俺らの島に来るとは思わなかったぜ。
So we allied together.
Exactly. Maybe all of us can beat you.
下がってろ。
ダメだ。喧嘩でしたら生徒会長どころじゃなくなるぞ。
Oh, what?
Yep.
What? Why now?
To save the day, obviously.
別の人でヒートをお見せする機会がついに訪れました。人でヒート。実はフーコ、この学校の周辺の至るところに可愛い人手の彫刻を隠しておきました。まあまあ、慌てなくても。
But everyone that
course.
finds one,
Right.
gets a kiss from me.
たくさん欲しい人は頑張って探した方がいいでしょう。これで彼らは人手探しに夢中。過ぎて仲間割れを起こします。誰も微動だにしてません。先輩です。フーコ、もう帰って。
No.
では、どこかで見たような女の子だが。
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
猫の手も借りたいって状況みたいだね。
またややこしいのが。
お前は猫にも及ばない。
言
Damn.
うなよ。
よし、僕に任せろ。
僕味方なんですけど。
見分けがつかなかった。許せ。
敵も味方も見境なしかよ。
She's truly a demon.
Yeah.
トモヤ。
岡崎、またお前か。
いや、これは私の。
そうだ。俺のやったことだ。
Yeah.
この2年の女子は関係ない。
普段の素行もある。定額は免れんぞ。
Shit.
覚悟しておけ。
Yep.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Really? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, dang. Ah. Okay. All right. That was interesting. We had a very unfortunate bit with Nagisa passing out.
Yep.
Just further confirming the health issues subplot that could be going on with her. Now, on the Okazaki side of things, we had two, well, weirdly enough, two girls competing for his attention.
Yep.
One was on the behalf of someone else, kinda, and then the other
Kinda.
one was just straightforward.
Yeah, just straightforward and upfront
just
about
like,
it. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, I'll be here
I
every
like hanging
morning.
out with you. Yeah.
Yeah. In some ways, like, I kind of feel bad for Tomoyo in that regard, because I'm like, I would have better boundaries with that, because there's a lot of ways in which, like, this can just kind of get, like, you know, treated not really as equally, you know? Like,
and he does kind of set boundaries of a sort with that by like being like, well, if this is why you're doing it, then let's get Tsunohara as well, right?
Yeah,
feels
that's
like
true.
it feels like the classic, like, someone is trying to ask you out on a date and you do the, oh yeah, let's hang out with
my friend,
with other people too, you know,
right? Because he's not wanting a girlfriend right now,
right?
He's
because
given his reasons for it, but
he doesn't believe he deserves one.
Yeah, it's basically that. Yeah.
And that's
Yeah.
that's a thing.
Yeah,
that's rough.
Yeah, I feel like the immediate, you know, problem with this whole situation is that most of the people here are going to end up getting hurt emotionally from the unintended repercussions of the poorly communicated, you know,
right,
desires of
like
the people involved.
Poor Ryo is in a constant state of you know, torture, and granted, you know, a fair amount of it is of her own making, kind of. But then for Kyo as well,
yeah, that's the thing. I honestly don't understand why Ryo has had so much time in the story and yet still has not made anything clear to us, at the very least, as to why she likes him. Like, there's no obvious reason, as what I can see.
She's such a soft-spoken, not like person that doesn't really do anything with her feelings, that you know, it could be something very sweet, it could be something as casual as just I thought he was cute, and then because I didn't like do anything about it, it ended up turning into this big thing,
right?
You know,
but
who knows,
but
right?
The fact that she apologized before when her sister had already left, basically being like, I'm sorry I'm putting you through this, but
right, because she probably has self-esteem issues to the point where she won't make the move. But then Kyo is like, no, come on, go for it, right? She doesn't think of it that way.
Yeah.
So then it's something where Ryo feels like she's causing pain because her sister is then going through all the trouble to try and set her up, and she's not going for it, which she feels bad about it because she knows that Kyo's being frustrated by it. But then also, if she doesn't think she's deserving of love or something like that, and that's why she hasn't made a move on Okazaki, then all the times when she's being forced to be put in proximity with Okazaki, and she can tell that he likes Nagisa, that probably doesn't feel great. And that's probably one of those situations where Kyo is, even though you're well-intentioned and you're maybe doing the things that you would do if you liked Okazaki, because wait, maybe you do. For Ryo, that's something very, very different, and it might actually be doing more harm than good. So yeah, and that's why I love their dynamic so much as sisters in this whole, you know, romance, you know, kerfuffle, right? Because it's best of intentions, actively exactly, actively harming the situation, you know. So. And on multiple angles, right? Like literally, if Kyo didn't do the thing that wasn't even really helping Ryo anyways, she would be a lot happier, right? Like,
we also had a silly scene with the gym locker,
indeed,
and them getting shut in there, and Kyo multiple times basically gave her reason as to why they couldn't have anything happen was because of Ryo, not because she didn't want this. And it's like, oh God.
And I love that, like, so the whole there were several like anime tropes that I feel like were being brought up in this episode, but then also like poked fun at and like used in very clever ways. Where it's like, yes, being locked in a gym locker. Oh no, the girl likes you, and there's this situation where it's like, wait, is that? Are we going to do that? Oh, I suppose I'd be okay with it, but you know, all that. But then also, it literally takes something as contrived as a charmed supernatural event to lock them in a locker for her to actually be honest with herself about what the situation is.
It's funny
like,
as fuck.
It's beautiful.
it's so fucking funny. Like just the idea that we had this happen felt very much like the did you know that if you play the game this way, you can go to the girl in the library, and by specifically going down this specific chain, after pulling this specific book,
and that's
then
probably...
you can unlock this very, very steamy scene.
And
with Kyo.
and knowing that it's from a visual novel and stuff, I'm guessing there's a decent chance that that was actually part of the Kyo route, right? Where like,
or maybe not even that. Just you can choose which girl goes into the locker, and
that's true. Yeah, it's just the pick a scene, right? Like
yeah. And of course, you can't get it all in one playthrough, so you have to play multiple times to get
exactly.
The different cutscenes.
And of course, leave it to a VN where it would be something obscure like that, right? Where it's like, wait, why the fuck would talking to the girl in the second library, help me with?
Yeah, exactly. It's the same thing of Fuko showing up and just being like, here's a mini quest for all of y'all. Why are none of you doing it?
God, I loved that one.
That was probably the best Fuko showing up one we've had thus far, I would say, in terms of one I would say was like, yes, that was funny. Yeah.
Uh-huh. That one was wonderful.
But yeah, Tomoyo is going for the student council.
Mm-hmm.
That's something we've known for a while.
Yep.
But the idea of her being involved in fights would mean that she would ruin her chances at the election.
Right.
Even though it was not her
starting
fault
it
at all, which is hilarious because the whole situation is so contrived to begin with.
Uh-huh.
Because Sunahara brought them out there
just to be like, haha, they'll see me with the person that they dare not beat up. Yeah.
Where she was literally like, I don't like this.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that also Tomoya was like, we'll let you do this, felt actually out of character for him. Like, it was like, Sunahara, like, what? Why are we? No. Like.
Right. And to be fair, it
was basically all there to set up that scene.
Yep.
In the later bit.
To put it in the best light for Tomoya, it's the, I don't really understand what's going on. Oh, I get it. We're already in this situation. It's whether we go backwards or forwards doesn't really matter too much at that point. So then he does the whole thing of the cafe to try and, I guess. But
yeah, but they kind of cleverly moved around that by having them skip all the way there, so we don't show any of the progress as to how we got there. So
right.
It just felt like one of those things where I was like, okay, this is kind of funny, but Tomoyo is uncomfortable here. So it's not actually that funny.
Right.
Like, this is more of a thing where you're setting this up for it's follow through on her past or what have you.
We've got to reestablish that Sunahara is a baka because he was a badass in the previous arc. Couple episodes, so now we've got to have him be an idiot again.
I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
Either way, it was just one of those things that bugged me because it has legitimate story consequences.
Right. The way in which I would say it does add something to the story is that it gets at the idea that the situation of who's a delinquent and that kind of like societal pecking order and stuff is something that doesn't really make sense because, she wasn't like they came to pick a fight with her, right? So
literally a mob of people blocked them at the front gate of the school.
Yes, and it's
I guess we can't just say that that's what happened.
Well, and the people at the school, I guess, need to punish somebody to find someone at fault for why a mob of people show up at the front of the school, and they can't punish people that don't go to the school. So it has to be one of the faults of the people that are at the school.
Right.
Yeah. And then that's the whole thing of Tomoya's whole situation of, oh, I'm a delinquent, I don't deserve things, and I'm kind of an outcast. Right.
Yeah.
And so he also plays into it of, I guess this is my lot in life, so sure.
Well, I think it's also the self-sacrificial, like, false kind of, like
he's happy to take one for Tomoyo, right?
Well, but I think that's the thing, is that generally speaking, people that don't see themselves as very highly valuable in that regard don't see it as some, like, great sacrifice either.
Sure. Yep.
So it's the thing of where...
And another way to look at it, too, who was the person that made it so that Tomoya would actually come to school? Nagisa, right?
Tomoyo?
No, Tomoya.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like she was the person that, in a lot of ways made him actually be excited to go to school, right?
Sure.
She's not there anymore, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, he goes to the theater club room and it's just empty, and he's like, well, okay. Shit.
Yeah.
So, I get suspended? Well, that's kind of
Yeah.
what I
Do
was
you know
probably
what he
wanting
was
to do
writing
anyways.
on the board? Because we
I don't.
have
Yeah, it
subtitles
didn't
for
have
that.
subtitles for that. That was odd.
Could you find out
Yeah, I could
before
probably
the next
find
episode?
out.
That'd
Yeah,
be
yeah,
great.
yeah.
Cool. Yeah, this episode just felt really just sad because there were a lot of characters that just you could tell that they were having missed opportunities with the kinds of things that they would want to have happen because, well, they're not that good at communicating their desires, and then the ones that are fighting lost causes. So
Right.
yeah,
The ability
Lovely.
the ability to communicate your desires, but then the ability to be honest with yourself about what your desires are. Right.
yeah. I think pretty much everybody knows what they want. They just don't want to actually do it in the way that would actually get them their thing because it's not the exact way that they want it.
Right, and that's probably where Tomoyo does kind of have a leg up on a lot of the other characters in the show
She
because
just goes straight
because
to
she
the
goes
source.
straight. Yeah, she deals with it very plainly, even if it's maybe a bit too plainly for Okazaki's taste.
Yeah, if
Right.
anything, that feels like something that I'm kind of astonished by is that at this point, if Tomoya is aware, pretty obviously, that Ria likes him.
Yep, like he was.
Has he clued in that Tomoya likes him too?
He might, but I feel
I don't
like
think he has.
I feel like Tomoyo was just got the notion in her head in episode 15 that do I like him, and then in this episode she confirmed, yeah, I like hanging out with you.
Right. But I'm just saying, like, does he know yet? Because I don't think he does.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, because he did definitely make the whole comment of like, wait, why just me? Right.
Right, and that's why I think he definitely is curious as to what's going on, but I don't think he knows that she likes him.
Yeah, yeah.
Right, except for the fact that if literally in any circumstance a real person saw someone coming up to your house in the early morning and waking you up in your bedroom constantly, I would start to
right. And right. The only reason Tomoyo wouldn't
even as
think,
a high schooler,
right? Even the only reason that Tomoyo wouldn't think that Tomoyo likes him is maybe because he's like, well, Tomoyo's a bit weird anyway, so she might actually just be doing this because she's trying to, help out around the school or something, because
she's getting another vote.
Right, exactly. Personal ownership of the school grounds or something like that. Start acting like the student council president before whatever. But even that's a stretch.
Right. My favorite stuff this episode, honestly, is Kyo and Tomoya. I honestly am I'm starting to really feel like the relationship side of things with a lot of the characters here are ones that are unfortunately just kind of circles that spin, Yeah. And I'm like, oh man, I really like Tomoya as a main character. There's just so many things at which the story kind of keeps things from being able to progress. And yet the stuff with Kyo was a really, really interesting form of progression where I was like, oh my God, wait. He's she's straight up saying, you understand at this point, right? Why we're setting you up, with you know what I'm doing, right? And he's like, well, yeah, kind of vaguely, it's
right.
Yeah, you get it, yeah.
Yeah, it's the whole thing of because he doesn't believe that he deserves a girlfriend, there could totally be a lot of looking the other way, because it's no, that can't be what it is, right? I refuse to believe that there would be all these people who think I would be desirable because I see myself as so undesirable.
Yeah, it's literal harem protagonist kind of thing there of the no one could like me. No way.
Right.
But it's based around something that's actually a character reason, not
right.
just
The deepest insecurity for Okazaki. So it works.
It totally works. Yeah. But it's one where I feel bad for most of the characters in this story that we're primarily focusing on a narrative that won't have progress until Nagisa decides to be introduced back into the story.
On top of the whole thing of whether he believes he deserves to have someone to love, there's the fact that if he were to love anyone,
it would be Nagisa.
It would be Nagisa.
He literally thought of her first.
Yeah, no question about
the
it.
gym locker thing.
Right.
And then he said, well, she's indisposed right now. So it's literally that's the
Right.
If there's a canon route right now, that's it right there.
Kyo, I'm sorry, but you were, even though, yes, he did pick you, you were the
second choice.
You were the second choice, and because he thought you were the best bet of there being able to be a platonic, normal resolution to that kind of situation.
Oof. Yeah.
And it's funny because in Kyo's hoping to set up Ryo, she kind of is going into Ryo's own issues too, like causing them herself, right?
Yeah.
Oh, what if you were just honest about your feelings? Yeah.
Yeah. All
Because
right.
Yeah.
I mean, good luck, buddy. Good luck. I really hope that in some ways, actually, Tsunohara helps you out a little bit here.
Wouldn't that be great?
I feel like he's kind of needed to kind of have a, hey, I got a really good perspective on you, so I'm going to give you a kick in the pants.
I may be a dumbass, but
you listen to me because I'm your dumbass.
So, Yep.
All right, but y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general, and also be sure to check out our Twitch channel.
We stream every weekday. The info's in the description.
Yeah, so if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.